Alright, we are back through the magic of time and being able to shut off your video with the second part of making up a 2-egg omelet this time, a veggie omelet for our vegans here on the diner. And we're going to do it in a non-stick pan, which makes the whole process a whole lot easier. And as long as you got them, use them, right? And I still want to find my ceramic one, because this one has Teflon in it. And the Teflon will tend to come off in your food somewhat, not much, but and there's all sorts of concerns with that. And I have all sorts of concerns with the chemicals that we're using in various ways. Laundry detergent chemicals, cleaning chemicals, Febreze and fresh smelling chemicals that you might spray around your house, and so forth. All these things, I think, are detrimental to life, not just Homo saps, but everybody. So once again, the issue of making your omelet is what style you want it. How you want a French style or an American style omelet? Do you want a brown skin? How do you want it cooked? And generally, I like a more of a French style omelet. And I'm going to try to do that again. I was fairly successful with it, with the 1-egg omelet, which was just a cheese omelet. And in this case, I'm doing a 2-egg omelet, which was more common for me. And a 2-egg omelet is more than I'm going to eat, for sure, at this sitting. But it's okay, and I'll probably make a sandwich out of it or something, what I don't eat this morning. So the next step, now that we're heating up the butter to cook the eggs in, is to put the eggs in, right? Well, first we're going to measure the temperature. Now we're only at 160. I don't know if you can see it in the pan right now, and that's a little bit low, perhaps. But again, I want to cook my eggs low and slow. I don't want them bubbling and sizzling, so I'm going to put them in. Now, in this case, the egg that I did in the 1-egg omelet was I did it right in the pan. I didn't, actually mix up the eggs beforehand, and they were just eggs. There was nothing else. In this case, I did it differently with the 2-egg omelet. I added to the egg mixture some water, about 2 tablespoons, and some whole cream. No, half and half. And I'm sorry, I added half and half. And that is one of the ways I really like my omelets, with that. And some, if you go around to these videos on the net, some chefs recommend this kind of mixture, or they recommend whole cream, or creme fraiche. Creme fraiche is a combination of whole cream and buttermilk, and that's that will really enrich your eggs. A lot of fat in there, and make them pretty tasty. And then there's all sorts of discussions of do you add salt, how much salt do you add, and all that good stuff. And I don't add salt for a couple of reasons. First of all, because it is true that it breaks down the egg mixture, and so you don't get the cook that you want. when you add your salt early. And besides that, these days I don't like to add a lot of salt to my food. So after I finish this guy, then I will add salt to my taste. I don't need to add it while I'm cooking right now. Okay, are we hot enough yet? It's still a little cool. We've got to raise her up. But we will put the egg mixture in and see what's happening. And as you can see, it's not bubbling, and it's not going to crisp up, too fast. It's, going to, cook slow, at least where it is right now. And oh, there's a good reason why it's not cooking up. Oh my God. Fucking thing is not on. Alright, so this is going to probably take a little bit longer than I had thought, because it wasn't on. But now it is. The reason it was heating up was because the hot plate itself, my Section 8 cooking device, was still pretty hot from cooking up the filling, and so it's it cooked the eggs a little bit, but it's not going to cook them enough, not like that. So now we're going to stir the eggs around, and you can do other things, tricky things. If you're a cook type, you can swish it around the pan like so. And a lot of cooks will recommend, when you're making an omelet, that you do this swishing or stirring or procedure basically continuously throughout the production of your omelet. I don't do that. It's overkill. And then what we're going to do, once we do congeal some, which is going to take longer than I had hoped, and I'm going to have to shut off the camera again, is we're going to add the filling and the cheese and so forth, and then we're going to fold it over to make it look pretty, hopefully, and then we'll plate up this one and eat it. The outcome, I hope, is as good as the one egg cheese omelet that I made yesterday or the day before yesterday. I'm not sure, but we'll find out once it's all done. Alright, I've got to shut off again while I wait for my stupid hot plate to heat back up, and then we will finish up the omelet and plate it and eat it. Alright, and that's a little bit more of the 2-egg vegan omelet here on the 7th anniversary of the Doomstead Diner. And I hope you enjoy it with me, or make a copy at home for yourself, because just looking at it on the vid on the net, I enjoyed looking at cooking shows, but it's much better if you actually eat it, and so we'll see how it comes out. Okay, be back in a bit.